talked about a good performance last weekend, but plenty to work on. How do you feel about what you guys have done this week?
Yeah, it's been a really good week of training so far. We feel confident in the game plan at the moment. Really happy with the mentality of the group this week so far. Understanding where we needed to improve from the game against Atlanta, and have felt that we certainly addressed it this week with regard to the attacking side of the ball and finishing our chances. So all in all, good week so far.
So finishing then was the focal point at least, or one of the main focal points that you wanted to work on?
Yeah, we were happy with the amount of chances we created, right? We created a ton of chances, but the final ball let us down a few times. The finishing touch let us down. We addressed it obviously in the film room and then certainly on the field. So happy with the progression this week and the mentality of the group. From a finishing aspect and obviously defensively, felt we did a really good job of limiting chances against Atlanta. Certainly going to need to do the same against Miami. They have some dynamic pieces, some obviously some good players. So it'll present a little bit of a different test, but one that I feel our group will be up for.
After you went back and watched the film, it sounds like there are a couple more things that you're happy with, I guess, from that first performance.
Yeah, I thought our intensity in the press was tremendous. I thought our back line and Tyler did a good job of working with one another on the times that Atlanta went long, which obviously there was one ball that caused us a little bit of problems. But when you go through 90 minutes and you concede a one shot on target, you look at it and go, okay, what did we do this really well, or was it lack of execution? And we felt that the group holistically did a good job from a pressing standpoint.
I think from a fan's perspective, the back line was probably the biggest surprise to the fans, particularly the omission of Sean Tosh. Is he healthy, or kind of what went into your decision to pick you for that match?
Yeah, listen, he's healthy. It's been a healthy competition all the preseason. He's a player that knows how I feel about him, knows that I trust him. Ultimately, chose to go with Wes and Josh. Felt they as the preseason progressed, felt they were in the best form. And the good thing about Sean is he's a player that every single day brings the right mentality. He's a player that is a good teammate. He's a good leader for the group. So I didn't see any pouting or anything like that. Quite the opposite. He knows that I trust him. He knows that and I know that if his number's called, he's going to get the job done. So it's a healthy competition between all of them, including Solar, and I anticipate that it continues to bring the best out of all of them.
Do you have any updates on Oscar, on when we might expect for him to become available again?
Still a few more weeks. He's doing a good job of rehabbing. He's doing a good job in the gym, and we're really happy with his progression at the moment, but he's still a few weeks away.
Miami already being a playoff team last year, and they go and add arguably Memphis' two best players. How do you feel? Is this a big game in that sense that they have Segbers and Murphy and guys like that and new staff?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you look at the quality that they have on the roster, those that they kept from last year and the new pieces that they brought in, it's a well-coached team. I have a lot of respect for Anthony. And so we expect it to be a playoff type game. We're expecting a tough opponent, and it's certainly a game that I think is going to bring out the best in both teams.